Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How are you doing today? Whatever time of day this is you're watching it. Whatever day it is you're watching it. It's a Within Wednesday for me. It's me, Wingish New Bank, Majenki Kwe. Sweet grass water medicine woman, your friendly, freaky ass medicine woman. Also Christianna Car and Chris Car Superstar. All this beautiful divine being right here. And welcome to you, beautiful divine beings. Right here too. Good to see you. How's it going within you today? Did you get a chance to look at that powerful reading yesterday when I did the Morning Star spread? Wow. That was pretty powerful. Anyways, I think so. A lot of good stuff poured through. You notice when I think too much. Trying to figure out what it's trying to say instead of just letting it pour out. It's funny. Especially when I think, oh, I hope that makes sense. I really watch those ones back to go, did that make sense? Sometimes if you listen long enough, I bring it back and it does make sense. Do I bring it back or is that pouring through me? I don't know. Sometimes I feel so connected to that I don't even know. So I don't want to get attached to the ego and think that I'm doing it, right? There's got to be that balance. I need to be proud of myself in some ways, right? Build that confidence, but I don't know, what is that for you? Man, I'm feeling more fully holy me every day. I'm still really tired and exhausted. I'm feeling like a really tired and exhausted me. Brain's been overworked and thinking like, wow, just want to rest, but also energy's picking up inside. Like my physical body feels drained and exhausted, but my spirit feels all these good things coming and the beauty and the peace that's already there in the world. The people that are already living their passions and that just even exudes through their pores, right? They just glow, they just shine. That happiness pours out of them when you're doing something you love, right? You get that suspension of time almost. It feels we don't feel that time. I was just telling my son that man is a time made. Time is a man-made concept because it's man that likes to measure and have time slots and put things in boxes and all of that. Humanity, right? It's not man, nothing. Geez, even in the Bible it says when God says man, he's referring to man and woman. He sees no difference between man and woman. We're all sons of God, man or woman. Anyways. Getting sticky on that. But it is. It's a man-made concept because in the spirit there is no past, present, or future. It all exists simultaneously. We don't know that for sure, but it is something that we made, right? Even daylight savings times and whatever, it's for that measurement of time. And what happens? Time is limited. Man likes to place limits on the limitless. Or likes us to believe that there is, right? So I'm telling my kids, I just watched, and it was on the Netflix. I know this. So always, there's this, there's that, whatever, right? Do we throw everything out? Because, hey, who knows? Who's making Netflix sound bad is maybe the ones that don't want stuff to get out. And you know what? When people are trying to hide stuff, they're always pointing fingers at everybody else because they're like, look at what they're doing, so you don't see what we're doing over here. Keep looking over here so you don't see what's going on over here. And they're going, look over there so you don't see what's going on over here. That's why it's so important for us to get in touch with that spirit, because we're going to be pulled in so many different directions. And yeah, there's honest people out there that's trying to do what's in the best interest of all. And there's other people that's just in the best interest of themselves and the money, right? So I watched a thing called the Social Media Dilemma. Our Social Media Dilemma. And it was interesting in how they show, like, evolution and how things progressed and how computers like shot up faster than anything else, and even faster than our brains could evolve. So it hasn't, what did they say? It hadn't reached the peak of our strength, but it has surpassed our weaknesses. And we are being manipulated daily. Like, I was blessed in high school, and even before high school, there were teachers that were pointing out subliminal messages in commercials, even in magazine ads, at movies, and how, so we're being implanted with thoughts that really aren't our own. So we need to become aware of that. Maybe, or not follow blindly. Be aware that if we're getting emotional reactions to stuff, some of this stuff is designed just for that, right? And they've noticed the news travels faster than the rest. There was something I shared too, and then I watched the video and realize, oh my goodness, I'm not getting into this political stuff. Because the ones that are doing the stuff want to point and say that it's happening. Or when you've gone through the most subtle abuse in a relationship, then you can see how this can happen. So subtly, you don't even know you're being abused. You don't even know you're being manipulated. You think it's your own thoughts. And yet it's not. Learn about that, because these marketers are freaking good at what they do. Right? That was something about, we need to learn about what's algorithms and things like that. If this technology is coming up and we're going to be using it, we should know what that is. Like, if we're going to try a drug or whatever, an experiment with that, we should know before we go and try that. Educate yourself before you go. And not just by somebody else saying they're doing it, not by the peers, but by the professionals, the peoples that are honest. Remember, you have your truth, whatever that is for you, how you can feel the truth in your body. We're all given our truth detectors, right? And our lie detectors, So listen, get in tune, get in touch with that. All your body's messages to you in where to get yourself from a situation, to move more towards something, right? Our bodies will give us all those reactions, all the answers that we need. We don't need to know the whole truth. It can all remain a mystery. But we'll know when we're following our truth, because it just poof, 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 poof. It all just lines up for you. There is no fight. There's no negative feeling in that. You're not hypercritical of yourself. That's how you know when you're following what is true for you. Because those doorways just open up, and it's like those steps just magically appear, and next you just know what to do. And you follow that. You don't know why. You're just following it. Okay. Is that for you? Look in you. Look within you. If you like. I mean, we all really need to do that. But you know what? Hey, does it work for you to keep pointing your fingers at everybody else? Do you feel better doing that? Do you feel better making yourself into a victim by saying, oh, this world, this is just the way it is, we just gotta live with that, or whatever, right? What are you accepting in your life? What are you tolerating in your life? From yourself. From yourself, right? And from those around you. All responsible for that within work. Our self. Begin within. Everything begins within. So, yeah, I feel good. Got calls done today, so I got something accomplished on the to-do list. I gotta make some more lists. See what's coming. Got some things coming. Stressful. Brains on overload, but trying to roll with the punches and integrate everything that I'm learning. Be more fully holy me, no apologies. Teach my children to do the same. Live up to their honest integrity. Alright? You follow mama's rules in mom's house. Dad's rules at dad's house. Mama's rules here at mom's house. Right? It's less confusing that way. Right? It is so confusing. Right? I won't tell you how to be at your dad's house. And you know what? You listen to me and how to, you just be you. That's what I expected in my house. Being you, fully holy, unapologetically. However you feel, however you show up. But you're being considerate of those around you too, right? If you're feeling grumpy, you're having a bad day, that's okay. But it's not okay to take it out on somebody else, right? Or the animal, or the house. Makes sense, right? All your feelings are okay. They are. You have a right to all the feelings you feel. We don't have a right to push that on somebody else, though. To make them responsible to either make us feel better or make them responsible for making us feel worse or whatever that is. Personal responsibility. Yeah, right? I was watching Jordan Peterson, and I love Gabor Mate too. And then I just saw a little clip on the YouTube about Gabor was asked what he thought about Jordan Peterson. So these are like two Canadians here, okay? I think Gabor is a psychiatrist, though. Is he? I know he deals mostly with addictions and traumas. That's his expertise and forte. Very good. Very, very good at it. I think I was watching the thing Jordan Peterson went through addiction. I'm like, he should have. Gabor was saying, I'd like to talk to that guy. That'd be pretty interesting because I'd watched the thing. A daughter was giving an update on Jordan Peterson, and they couldn't find help for him. Be aware of the medications you use. And psychiatrists, not all of them really know, right? They're still human too, and don't keep updated. Jordan Peterson is a psychologist, so psychologists don't prescribe you medications. They work more with, therapy treatment, like talk therapy. Psychiatrists are more of the diagnose and give you drugs doctors, So, anyways, unless a psychologist keeps themselves updated on the pharmacology and all that, right, the new drugs and stuff, they don't really know, right? So he was prescribed by a psychiatrist, and benzodiazepines, and very, be careful. Educate yourself too, even with any prescriptions and stuff like that. I'm not against any antidepressants or anything like that, because there is a place for them. There's a need. Some people will need them. I'm iffy when it's about for the rest of your life, though, because sometimes we're just treating those symptoms and not the underlying issues, right? Not those core wounds. So if we don't treat and address those core wounds, well, they're still going to be there. And we can band-aid those up, right? Say you're having a antidepressant or some that self-medicate, alcohol or drugs or shopping behavior or whatever, getting addicted to other people, becoming codependents and whatever that is. We can cover that up. That's what that means. Those who drink to drown their sorrows should learn that sorrows could swim. Those who try to drown their sorrows with whatever. Those who try to cover up and look away and ignore their sorrows, they're always going to be there unless we address them. We acknowledge and we look at that level inside and we go, yeah, what you went through shouldn't have happened. Because as adults, we can look back and go, well, look I'm all fine now. Let's look at our children and think, well, what if our children were going through that? How would we feel now? All right. It's all of our littles inside, and these adult bodies, okay, need to take care of those littles inside. It's time. It's our full responsibility to show that little they're safe. They didn't deserve any kind of abuse that they went through when they were younger, from whatever that was, a big T, little p, right? A big trauma, a little trauma, it doesn't matter. They need to know that they're safe with us, and until we address those core wounds, we're going to keep doing those things to avoid feeling what we've been trying to avoid feeling. So then we're leaving that little child still dealing with all that, because us adults can't look at it. So let's leave the child to deal with it. Well, and then we have children, and we can project that onto them. We're all responsible to take responsibility for ourselves, for our inner children. It's not our outside children to raise our inner children, right? We are the adults. We are the adults. And we can see that, wow, we learn so much from our kids. Our kids, wow, they're so amazing. And we've become dependent on our children. That's not healthy. We need to teach our children independence, right? Not become dependent on our children, even if it is we're dependent on serving our children, because that gives us meaning and purpose, right? Our child finally gave us meaning, purpose in our life, because now we're a parent. Now we have something other than us to take care of. Now we have something to distract us from all of this stuff inside. We'll just focus all out here, and it's all about that child. It's not fair, and that's a big responsibility to put on a little child who should be free just to explore themselves and who they are, and discovering their unique little purpose and how they fit in this world. So everybody does fit. Everybody belongs. How do you know? Because you're here. You're here, you're here, you're here. I'm so glad you're here. Right? Especially this year. Man, we couldn't have got through without you. And look at everybody here. We got through it so far, right? Woohoo! Woohoo! Woo! All right, we're almost done. We're in the home stretch now. Weirdo. Okay. A little pop in for that. You know what? Let's just do this. Yeah, I like the Path and Totem. These are out there. I have seen these cards out there. I haven't seen the Medicine Woman Tarot, though. I know I'm not the only one that has the deck, you know, but I just don't see anybody that's had them displaying them. Oh, there was a lady I did buy them for. Oh, yeah. Look at those together. They all fell out, but look at that. Spirit's with us. Double spirit right there. Spirit is with us. Never leaves us. Spirit loves us because Spirit made us. Weirdo. Weirdo. I'm such a weirdo. But I love me though. It's entertaining, you know. It's never a dull moment. No. And then the dog starts whining. I don't know why. Do you think it's 'cause you don't like my voice? I swing, and weird. Oh, we swing and weird. Oh. Right, and then crazy. The psychiatrist says no diagnosis. I've been through trauma. Yeah, maybe autism. She doesn't do spectrum stuff, but yeah, the more I see that, the more, whoo, totally makes sense. Yeah. Make me uniquely me, and the same with my boys. I'm my girls. They are so unique and beautiful. Whirling rainbow. We're in the whirling rainbows of peace. We get to choose. Is that what you're doing? You bringing more peace through your life? What does one do? With a porcupine being innocent, right? Unity and wholeness achieved. We innocently explore our little bodies. Right? We go out there and we're soaking everything up like a sponge. Yeah, we do, right? So, let's look at that today. Then we got medicine bottle diversions, talking stick. Oh, look at that. Let me just show you those. Because right on the top of the deck, that goes right off the top. So I wanted to show you top and bottom. I usually do it. But look at, it's a diversion to think that we're not. Look at, we're talking about, hey, well, we talk about the left and the right. Well, come on, what about the rest of the body? Why do we only talk about the left and the right? I don't understand that. Like, politics is just so confusing. Right? So it keeps people out of there. So who's going to go? Well, right? The ones that like to keep the people confused. You just need to quiet now, because I'm not letting you out at this moment when the kids are out there and you go barking at the kids. It's not fair. You see that? See, this is very handy. So she annoys me with noise. So I hit the noise and it goes beep, 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 beep. Or, you know, you can hit the zapper. It's a training collar. So I have control of it because I don't want it to go off every time she barks. That's a vibration or a zapper. But see, with the zappers, you can set the level, right? Oh, it says 80. It's not very high. I try it on my finger first, okay? So, because I don't want to hurt her. So, and that's like the last resort. And that's when she's at the back, at the kids. And I've gotten a call from the school saying, can you let the dog in? Because she's scaring some of our kids. Anyways, that's what that was about. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, so the top and the bottom, like it was 15, 15. It's the options and the viewpoint. We learn. Everyone around us is a great teacher, right? Every single one. No exceptions. They're a great teacher. Options of what to follow, what not to follow, what works, what doesn't work. You know, what helps, what hurts. But this is what we need. We need to all come together. Because we're all innocent on this earth, okay? We're all following. We're all part of the greater plan, whatever that is. Whether we want to believe it or not. Oh, I don't believe in seasons. Well, they still happen. You know? Oh, I don't believe in the daytime. Well, it still happens. You know? Gosh, and then that social media, how they can... That there's people that still believe the world is flat. Right? And so we've been talking about that. Are you hanging on? You don't want to let go of old ways, but we need to let go. That's how we learn and move forward. Right? And the teacher knows they're always a student too. They have just as much to learn from those students as the students have to learn from them. And the teacher chooses what they teach. They can't choose what that student learns. Right? So let's think about that. That's the innocence. Okay? That's the innocence. We don't know what we're here to teach people. Right? We don't know really what to do, what others need. We're here to tap into our own. Find that wholeness and unity in ourselves and then share that out because others can do that too. That's what we're all here to do, no matter what it is. It's not about talking and sharing. It's about showing who you are, right? Ba, 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 ba. So, there we go. There. Woo, boop, 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 boop. Oh, excuse me. I just want to put those up there so I can give you my heart hugs. Oh, biggest heart hugs ever. Thank you for being you and shining your light through everything you do. You know this world needs you. Needs all of us whirling rainbow warriors of peace to come together, every color of the rainbow. And when you're going through something that's a distant healing that we can do. Any stressful situation, anything, we can surround that with the whirling rainbow. Visualize that whirling rainbow coming around and bringing that unity and that wholeness and seeing that innocence in everyone, even the ones that hurt us. If we can see that innocence as those little children. Because look at children, they say, oh, children are so cruel. Where do they learn that from? Right? So let's look at that in ourselves. What have we taught those children? What have they picked up from us? What did we teach them that we didn't mean to? What did they learn from us that we didn't mean to teach them? However you want to say it, right? So look at that and let's return to that innocence because we're all little babies here. You know, making it up as we go along. Love you. Have a wonderful, blessed day. Thank you.